120 frames per second in 4K, 10-bit 422 color, ProRes RAW capabilities over HDMI to the Atomos Ninja 5, 12 megapixel sensor, perfect for photography? Don't sleep on it. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Matt. I'm a full-time filmmaker and entrepreneur based in teeny-weeny northeastern Colorado. The specs blew our minds when the Sony a7S III dropped last year, and since then we have seen a huge influx of new and intriguing cameras hit the market. The war for the best camera is in full force. Largely seen as a video-centric camera, the a7S III does produce incredibly filmic video with the best color science, cringe, of any Sony mirrorless camera so far, with incredible dynamic range. But how does it fare as a camera strictly for photography? Well, in short, it's amazing. Let's chat briefly about the body itself. It's a bit bigger than the smaller a7 III, which I've always loved in terms of ergonomics. But I have to say, I like the a7S III even more. It has two card slots that fit either CF Express or UHS 2 SD cards with a ton of recording options. Now it uses the Z battery and it lasts for over 2 hours without any issue when shooting photos. And the new menu layout is beautiful and easy to navigate. The biggest thing I love about the body is the fact that the dials lock. No more accidentally bumping exposure compensation as I've done a million times with the a7 III. The noise it makes when you snap a photo is incredibly pleasing. It's the little things. The electronic viewfinder is gorgeous. It's a 9.44 million dot OLED EVF, and it's the best I have ever used. The Flippy Screen is not the best resolution, but I have to admit, I hate Flippy Screens. It gets in the way. I feel like I'm going to break it almost constantly, but it really only becomes an issue when using it for video. So for photography, I just keep it flat and I just keep using the EVF like any professional should. People all across YouTube land keep saying that because the sensor is only 12 megapixels, it won't be a good camera for photography. Well, hashtag respectfully disagree. This is not at all a technical comment, but it just feels like due to the larger pixels, photos taken with this camera are so much softer, especially when taking headshots. I love the extra fall off that you get when shooting with something like the 85mm G Master at 1.4. This combo is my favorite so far, and I'm completely blown away by the additional soft character to the shots that you get as opposed to that digital crispness that you see at higher megapixels. And again, that's just how I feel about it. It's one of the reasons why I love this camera for photography, and that's just my opinion. As with all other Alpha series cameras, the autofocus is insane. It's fast thanks to the dual processors, and the coolest feature about it is that you can set the eye autofocus to either right eye or left eye. Now this gives you incredible accuracy when wanting to capture that leading eye of your subject. Now I've been using this camera for headshot photography lately, as well as for all of my YouTube thumbnails since I got it. The face and eye autofocus are pretty much flawless, so the freedom and reliability of it just instills a ton of confidence in me when I'm shooting with it. To keep things quick, on my last 2 real estate shoots, I brought just the a7S III for photos and videos, and I love it. Clearly, it's killing it in the video game, especially when using the S Cinetone. The turnaround is so quick. But if you're into real estate video and photography, if it's part of your business, it's a great all-around camera for you. Now, to be fair, the bigger 24 megapixel shots of the a7 III are definitely preferable for some of those super detailed HDR shots, but if you want quick turnaround and one camera that can do it all, the a7S III is perfect. If there's a downside, it's of course that cropping will be less effective with less megapixels. Wider shots, of course, give you less latitude when wanting to crop, but a wise man once said, crop in camera and zoom with your feet. So I really don't see that as an issue. If you're a hybrid shooter, then this camera is currently the best all-around camera at its price point. The color, resolution, and frame rate options as a video camera are without a doubt the best at $3,500. And the fact that you can shoot such beautiful photos makes it a no-brainer. Now, the new Sony Alpha 1 will give it a run for its money, but of course it's $6,500. And the forthcoming a7 IV may do the same, but if you're in the market now for a top-of-the-line mirrorless camera that takes incredible photos and wonderful cinematic video, then this is the camera for you. With that, I hope this video was helpful to you in your own creative journey. Now, I'd love to hear what you think of the camera and whether you're thinking about getting one. And of course, shameless plug, I do have my affiliate link down below. So if you do decide to buy one, it would be very much appreciated. I get a little kickback if you use my link. So thank you all so much for watching. And to everyone who's already subscribed, I am extremely grateful for you all. Now, get out there and be creative. We'll see you next week.